So you finally got your motorcycle bought, paid for, insured, and in your driveway. Now it's time to ride. So where are you gonna put all your daily carry stuff? Your insurance, your registration, toolkits. I've got 5.5 tips that'll help you carry all that gear and still leave your bike looking clean. Stick around. This is my Harley-Davidson Pan America. I've had it for about 1.5 years now. Now, for you guys with sport bikes, don't worry. You probably have a similar storage compartment that you might not even know about. On this bike, the storage compartment is hidden underneath the tail seat, right here. And like I said, on most sport bikes, you have this little tail compartment that you can use to tuck away items like your toolkit, a small toolkit, and your registration and insurance paperwork. Because you know, carrying that in your pocket all the time is really a pain in the butt. Another part of this tip is to have your paperwork stored in something that'll keep them dry and clean. Mine are in a plastic bag inside this pouch. I suppose you could consider this another way to carry it if you don't mind tucking it under your jacket. Boom, registration and insurance. Boom, tools. Boom, installed and closed. See how easy that is? Now they're always going to be on the bike and with you when you're riding. Now this next one's a bit of a throwback. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, so I was around when everybody had fanny packs. That's right, they're still around, a lot of people still use them, and a lot of companies are making pretty cool ones that look like leg bags that'll still keep a clean look on you and your bike. Here's what I've got though. This is an adventure belt pack that I got from Maxpedition. Now don't worry, I'm not telling you to go out and get one of these because they tend to get a little pricey. But if you have one from some of your other adventures, this has plenty of room to put all your toolkits, all your paperwork, water for the trip, and even some of your camera gear if you're into that. Now yes, you're gonna be wearing that thing, but if you don't mind carrying a little bit around on your belt or over your shoulder, this should be a fine addition to your gear. Tank bags are another awesome option. I've got two. One of them doesn't work on my current bike, and I'll explain why in a second, but the first style is a magnetic attachment one. This is my Joe Rocket Manta tank bag that I've had since I got my first bike back in 2008. It magnetically attaches to your bike, so if you've got steel tins or a gas tank up on top of the bike, it'll stick right on there with no problem. All of the magnets are padded and covered so you're not going to scratch up your paint job, and it comes with a lanyard so you can use it as a sling bag if you want. Here's the problem with my bike. The tank, that's aluminum. Magnets don't work on aluminum, and neither is this riser or the gas cap. So it's plastic and more aluminum. So this bag doesn't attach to the bike. Now obviously a lot of bike manufacturers love their products and love their people, so they're going to come up with their own solutions to the tank bag problem. In the case of my Pan America, Harley-Davidson teamed up with some manufacturers and they came out with one that's specifically molded to the gas tank on the bike. Bags that are molded specifically for your bike will sit perfectly straight on wherever surface they're supposed to be stuck on. This one attaches with some zip clips that can cinch up and keep it tight. Obviously not all bikes are going to have this attachment method. Some of them might have some kind of bungee that reaches down into your frame or down below the front of the risers and handlebars and forks. But this one just uses 3 quick straps. On this bag, the front attachment straps double as a nifty carrying handle, and the rear one mounts down at the seat. This bag is so big I can carry all of my daily carry gear, my toolkit, insurance, and fit most of my camera gear inside it. And like the Joe Rocket bag, it also has a clear pocket up top for your phone or your GPS if you don't have it mounted on your dash. And of course, since I have a Harley, I can't not talk about Saddlebags. They've been a staple with that brand for decades and decades and decades, and they're a good option for almost any style kind of bike. Originally, these bags were intended for my Iron 1200, but they didn't exactly fit around the taillights, which stuck out from the back. On this bike though, they fit rather well, and they kind of keep with the aesthetic that the bike has going on. It keeps it nice and clean, and the lines almost match exactly. These saddlebags are by Ogio, and while maybe intended for a sport bike, they work really well on this bike too. The only downside is mounting them. The straps go across the tail here and kind of interfere with the little storage compartment on the back, and they kind of need support, at least on one side. I've had these for a couple of years, and already they're starting to tear after only a few months of use on this bike. Whichever way you go with your bags, make sure that they fit your bike and that the lines are clean. A lot of places are going to have bags that look great, look like they fit great, and then don't fit quite so well when you get them home. So if you're on your bike, go shopping at your local bike supply stores and see what you can get from them.